What's up everybody, it's Ricardo, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into the 4 essential rules of financial literacy that everyone needs to know. Look, whether you're fresh out of high school, just graduated college, or even if you're older and realizing you need to get your finances in check, these rules are going to be crucial to your success. Seriously, these are the fundamentals that will set you on the right path to building wealth and achieving your financial goals. So grab a pen and paper because you're going to want to take notes. Alright, let's kick things off with rule number 1. Budgeting. It's the cornerstone of financial health. You guys have heard me talk about this a million times, but that's because it's the foundation of everything. Without a budget, you're essentially flying blind. Seriously, I don't care if you're making $50,000 a year or $500,000 a year, you need a budget. It's not about how much you make, but how you manage it. Think of your budget like a diet plan for your money. Just as a diet helps you stay healthy, a budget helps you stay financially fit. Just like you track your calories to lose weight, you track your spending to understand where your money is going. It's all about awareness and control. And let's be real, most people have absolutely no clue how much they spend each month. It's easy to lose track when you're not paying attention. They just swipe their credit card and hope for the best. This kind of behavior can lead to financial chaos. That's a recipe for disaster. Without a plan, you're setting yourself up for financial stress and potential ruin. So how do you create a budget? It's actually pretty simple. It starts with understanding your current spending habits. Start by tracking your expenses for a month. This will give you a clear picture of where your money is going. Write down every single dollar you spend, whether it's on rent, groceries, transportation, eating out, those late-night Amazon purchases, everything. No expense is too small to track. Once you have a good understanding of where your money is going, you can start creating a plan for how you're going to spend it. This is where the real magic happens. There are tons of different budgeting methods out there, but one popular one is the 50/30/20 budget. It's a great starting point for many people. This means you allocate 50% of your after-tax income to your needs, 30% to your wants, and 20% to savings and debt repayment. It's a balanced approach. Now, these are just guidelines, so feel free to adjust them based on your own personal situation. Flexibility is key to a successful budget. When you have a budget, you know exactly where your money is going and you can make informed decisions about your spending. This clarity is empowering. This means you can actually afford to spend money on the things you enjoy without feeling guilty or stressed. It's about enjoying life within your means. And the best part is, there are tons of tools and apps out there that can make budgeting super easy. Technology can be a great ally in managing your finances. Personally, I'm a big fan of Mint and Personal Capital. These apps offer comprehensive features that simplify the budgeting process. They connect to all your accounts and automatically track your spending, so you don't have to do it manually. This automation saves time and reduces errors. Remember, budgeting isn't about depriving yourself, it's about taking control of your finances and making your money work for you. It's about financial freedom and peace of mind. Alright, let's move on to rule number 2, saving. This one's huge, guys. You've probably heard the saying, pay yourself first, and let me tell you, it's one of the most important pieces of financial advice you'll ever receive. What does it mean to pay yourself first? It means that before you pay your bills, before you buy groceries, before you do anything else, you set aside a portion of your income for savings. This money is non-negotiable. It's like paying rent to your future self. Now I know it can be tempting to put off saving until you have more money, but trust me, that day may never come. Life always seems to find a way to throw unexpected expenses your way. That's why it's crucial to start saving as early as possible, even if it's just a small amount. So, how much should you be saving? A good rule of thumb is to aim for at least 20% of your after-tax income. This includes things like retirement savings, emergency fund contributions, and any other financial goals you may have, like buying a house or investing in a rental property. Speaking of emergency funds, let's talk about those for a second. An emergency fund is a stash of cash that you keep separate from your other savings accounts. This money is only to be used for unexpected expenses like a medical bill, car repair, or job loss. Having an emergency fund can literally be a lifesaver. It can prevent you from going into debt when something unexpected happens, and it can give you peace of mind knowing that you have a financial cushion to fall back on. The bottom line is, saving money is crucial to building wealth and achieving financial freedom. So, make it a habit to pay yourself first and watch your savings grow over time. Alright, let's move on to rule number 3, investing. This is where things get really exciting because investing is how you make your money work for you. It's not just about saving, it's about growing your wealth over time. You see, when you invest your money, you're essentially buying a piece of something that you believe will increase in value over time. This could be stocks, bonds, or other financial instruments. This could be a company, a piece of real estate, or even a cryptocurrency. Each type of investment has its own risks and rewards. Now, there are tons of different ways to invest your money, but one of the most important concepts to understand is compound interest. It's a powerful tool that can significantly boost your returns. Compound interest is basically the idea that your money earns interest on your interest. This means your investment grows faster over time. It's like a snowball effect. As the snowball rolls down the hill, it picks up more snow, growing larger and larger. As you earn more interest, that interest is added to your principal, and then you earn interest on that larger amount. This cycle continues, accelerating your wealth accumulation. Over time, this can lead to exponential growth. The longer you let your money compound, the more dramatic the growth. Let me give you an example. Imagine you invest $10,000 in the stock market and earn an average annual return of 8%. After the first year, you'll have earned $800 in interest. This might not seem like much, but it's just the beginning. After the first year, you'll have earned $800 in interest. But here's the cool part. In the second year, you're not just earning interest on your original $10,000, you're earning interest on $10,800. But here's the cool part. In the second year, you're not just earning interest on your original $10,000, you're earning interest on $10,800. This means that in the second year, you'll earn $864 in interest instead of $800. This means that in the second year, you'll earn $864 in interest instead of $800. And this pattern continues year after year with your interest earnings growing each time. And this pattern continues year after year. The more time your money has to compound, the more it will grow. This is the magic of compound interest. The more time your money has to compound, the more it will grow. This is why it's so important to start investing early. The earlier you start, the more time your money has to grow. This is why it's so important to start investing early. The earlier you start, the more time your money has to compound, and the more wealth you'll accumulate over time. It's a long-term strategy that pays off. The earlier you start, the more time your money has to compound, and the more wealth you'll accumulate over time. Now, I know investing can seem intimidating, especially if you're new to it. But the truth is, it's not as complicated as it seems. With the right guidance, anyone can become a successful investor. But the truth is, it's not as complicated as it seems. There are tons of resources available to help you get started, like books, websites, and even financial advisors. You just need to take the first step. There are tons of resources available to help you get started, like books, websites, and even financial advisors. One of the easiest ways to start investing is to open a retirement account, like a 401k or an IRA. One of the easiest ways to start investing is to open a retirement account, like a 401k or an IRA. These accounts offer tax advantages and allow you to invest in a variety of different assets, like stocks, bonds, and mutual funds. These accounts offer tax advantages and allow you to invest in a variety of different assets, like stocks, bonds, and mutual funds. The most important thing is to do your research, understand the risks involved, and invest for the long term. The most important thing is to do your research, understand the risks involved, and invest for the long term. With patience and discipline, you can harness the power of compound interest to build substantial wealth over time. Alright, let's move on to the final rule of financial literacy, managing debt. This is a crucial aspect that can significantly impact your financial health and future. This is a big one, guys, because debt can be a major roadblock to achieving your financial goals. It can create a cycle of stress and financial instability if not managed properly. Think about it. Every dollar you're paying towards debt is a dollar that you can't save, invest, or spend on things you enjoy. This can limit your financial freedom and opportunities. That's why it's so important to get your debt under control and develop a plan to pay it off as quickly as possible. A well-structured plan can help you regain control over your finances. Now, not all debt is created equal. Understanding the difference between good debt and bad debt is essential for making informed financial decisions. There's good debt and bad debt. Knowing which is which can help you prioritize and manage your debt more effectively. Good debt is debt that helps you build wealth over time, like a mortgage on a rental property or a student loan for a degree that will increase your earning potential. These types of debt can be considered investments in your future. Bad debt, on the other hand, is debt that doesn't really provide any long-term value and can actually hurt your finances in the long run. It's often associated with high interest rates and unnecessary expenses. This includes things like credit card debt, payday loans, and car loans for cars you can't afford. These types of debt can quickly spiral out of control if not managed properly. The first step to managing your debt is to understand what types of debt you have and how much you owe. This awareness is the foundation of any effective debt management strategy. Once you have a clear picture of your debt situation, you can start developing a plan to pay it off. This plan should be realistic and tailored to your specific financial circumstances. One popular debt repayment strategy is the debt snowball method. This method can be particularly motivating for those who need to see quick progress to stay committed. This involves listing out all your debts from smallest to largest, regardless of interest rate. By focusing on the smallest debts first, you can gain momentum and confidence. Then, you focus on paying off the smallest debt first, while making minimum payments on all your other debts. This approach helps you achieve small victories early on. Once the smallest debt is paid off, you take the money you were putting towards that debt and apply it to the next smallest debt, while continuing to make minimum payments on all your other debts. This creates a snowball effect that accelerates your debt repayment. You continue this process until all your debts are paid off. The sense of accomplishment can be incredibly rewarding and motivating. Another popular debt repayment strategy is the debt avalanche method. This method focuses on minimizing the amount of interest you pay over time. This method is similar to the debt snowball method, but instead of focusing on the smallest debt first, you focus on the debt with the highest interest rate. This can save you more money in the long run. The idea behind the debt avalanche method is that you'll save more money on interest payments over time. This can be a more efficient way to pay off debt if you can stay motivated. However, some people find the debt snowball method to be more motivating as it allows you to experience quick wins early on. These small victories can keep you engaged and committed to your debt repayment plan. Ultimately, the best debt repayment strategy for you will depend on your individual circumstances and preferences. It's important to choose a method that you can stick with and that aligns with your financial goals. In addition to paying down your debt, it's also important to manage your credit score. A good credit score can open doors to better financial opportunities and lower interest rates. To improve your credit score, make sure you're paying all your bills on time, keeping your credit utilization low, and only applying for credit when you need it. These habits can help you build and maintain a strong credit profile. That's it for today's video. We covered a lot of ground, but if you can implement these 4 rules into your life, you'll be well on your way to achieving financial freedom. Trust me, your future self will thank you. If you found this video helpful, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more financial tips and advice. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you don't miss any future uploads. Leave a comment below and let me know what your biggest financial goal is right now. As always, thanks for watching and I'll catch you in the next one.